Welcome to the Moon and Gemini podcast. I am your witch in residence, April Edwards, and this is our astrology of the week. This week is decisive, but it does not stay still. It begins with pressure, moves through disruption, and opens into something far less predictable. Fire initiates, earth destabilizes, and air accelerates. And by the end of the week, the pace of everything begins to shift. Let's walk through it together. April 20th, Mercury in Aries conjunct Saturn and Mars in Aries. We begin with compression. Mercury, Mars, and Saturn all meet in Aries. This focus, pressurized and intentional. Mercury is the mind, Mars is action, Saturn is consequence. Together they demand alignment. You cannot say one thing and do another under this sky. There will be frustration when movement is slowed, the weight of a decision that cannot be avoided, and conversations that carry long-term impact. Saturn is not here to stop you. It is here to make sure that what you begin can hold. This is where impulse becomes commitment. April 23rd, Venus in Taurus conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Midweek, the ground shifts. Venus meets Uranus in Taurus. This is disruption in the realm of stability, relationships, finances, values. What felt steady may suddenly feel different. Unexpected changes in connection, a shift in what you value, a realization that something comfortable is no longer aligned. Uranus introduces change not to destabilize for its own sake, but to reveal where something has become too fixed to evolve. April 24th, Venus enters Gemini. The tone lifts from earth to air, from rooted to mobile. Venus in Gemini relates through curiosity, through conversation, through movement. You may feel more open socially, more interested in connections through ideas, or less interested in emotional or material heaviness. This is a space for exploration, not final decisions, but a new awareness. April 25th, Sun in Taurus square Pluto in Aquarius. Now we reach tension. This is a clash between personal stability, which is Taurus, and collective transformation, Aquarius. Pluto does not ask gently. It pressures, it exposes, it reveals power dynamics, both internal and external. There will be resistance to change, control issues surfacing, and situations that force you to confront what you cannot hold on to. Taurus wants to maintain. Pluto demands evolution. This is not comfortable, but it is clarifying. It shows you where holding on is no longer possible. Also on this day, a major shift occurs. Uranus leaves Taurus and enters Gemini. This is not a small transit, this is the change of an era. Uranus brings disruption. Gemini governs communication, information, and the mind. We are entering a period where the way we think changes, the way we communicate will evolve, and the speed of information accelerates. This is mental electricity, new ideas, new systems, new ways of connecting. But also there will be instability in truth, rapid shifts in perspective, and the need for deeper discernment. On a personal level, this begins a period where your thinking and how you express it will not remain the same. Something opens here, but it will take time to understand fully. April 26th, Mercury in Aries square Jupiter in Cancer. We close the week with expansion and tension. Mercury speaks, Jupiter amplifies, but in a square they do not agree. There will be overconfidence in ideas, maybe speaking too quickly or too broadly, and emotional reactions influencing perception. There is a tendency here to say more than can be supported, or to believe something before it has been fully examined. The work here is restraint, not silence, but awareness. Speak, but know why you are speaking. The week as a whole, this week unfolds in layers: pressure, disruption, tension, acceleration. Begins with disciplined action, moves through unexpected change, encounters a moment of power struggle, then opens into a new mental landscape. This is not a week where things remain the same. Something shifts internally or externally, and once it shifts, it does not return to what it was. At the beginning of the week, be intentional, make grounded decisions. By midweek, stay flexible, let change reveal what needs to evolve. Towards the end, practice clear judgment. Not every thought needs to be acted on immediately. And as Uranus enters Gemini, stay curious. You're not meant to have all the answers yet, but you are meant to learn how to ask better questions. This week marks a turning point, not because everything becomes clear, but because everything begins to move. The structures of thought, value, and action are all being adjusted at once. You may feel unstable, but within that instability is possibility, because when things begin to change, so do you. This work grows through word of mouth. If it's been meaningful to you, you can like, share, or subscribe. That's how it reaches the ones who need it.